Today we are spending 100 days in space. Let's go. We're currently in a huge ball of magma. I don't know what this is. The sign right here, it says, you are in the sun's core. That's very convenient. It'll take a while to get out of here if we're in the sun. Let's just go up here, because this looks like an exit. Oh yeah, now I definitely know we're in the sun. This is huge. Okay, it says, not much in here, eh? That's because stars are made up of hydrogen and helium with a solid core around. You can see examples of hydrogen atoms scaled up, of course. So we can see a bunch of hydrogen atoms around here. They're obviously scaled up because they're not this big in real life. I'll tell you that right now. And to your left, you can see a helium atom. Stars produce heat. So that's a helium atom right there that I'm staring at. It produces heat. So that's why the sun's so hot, because there's billions and trillions, probably even more than that, of those inside the sun. And they also produce light because of the constant nuclear fusion reaction that happens between the hydrogen atoms forming helium. So this is basically all about the sun. So you learned all about the sun. That's the sun. There's an exit over here now. Wonder this is take us. There's two signs right here. It says the surface of the sun is 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit or 5,600 Celsius, while the core reaches 27 million degrees Fahrenheit or 15 million Celsius. So basically, if you got even within a billion something miles of this, you'd burn up. If you don't need to be close to it to burn. We get sunburnt on Earth. Imagine if we're even a million miles closer to the sun, you'd probably be burned. That's why Earth is such a good living planet, because it's the right distance away, where it's not too cold, but it's not too warm. We're lucky we have Earth, so we probably won't be here. Okay, so that's the sun, and I'm guessing we just fly this way to get to Mercury. Now we see Mercury. That's Mercury for sure. The render distance ruins the whole thing. Like, if I had an infinite render distance, this would look so much more like space. And now we are at Mercury, and this definitely looks like Mercury, because it's like a pale color Mercury. Okay. Mercury is the closest planet to the sun. If you guys didn't know that, it's the closest planet to the sun. And while being the closest, the surface only reaches 800 degrees Fahrenheit. That's because it has no atmosphere, and it's only a little bigger than Earth's moon. And in fact, the second planet, Venus, gets even hotter than Mercury. Let's move on to Venus. Okay, we are finally at Venus, and this is obviously Venus. It's red, and it's very hot. It's the hottest planet in the solar system. Venus is the second planet in the solar system, and it also is the hottest. It can reach 900 degrees Fahrenheit. This is because of its atmosphere, and because of its atmosphere, it has clouds. Imagine sitting in your oven at 425 times 2. So that's what a pizza has to go through to get cooked, but times 2. It's hot. Because of this atmosphere, it has clouds that are acidic and rains sulfuric acid that is strong enough to give you acid burns. But even though these conditions seem terrible, it's still water there, possibly life. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they found a little sample of life on Venus. There's acidic rain there, so if it started raining on you there, you'd probably burn to death. If you didn't already die from the heat of the planet, you would die from the acidic rain. That's Venus. Now let's try and get to the next planet, which is Earth. Earth is in our sights. There's the moon up there, and then Earth's right here. I already can see Brazil and America. I'm gonna try and name all the countries. It's kind of hard to name all the continents, but the only ones I recognize were America and Brazil. The rest I don't know. If you saw your country, then congrats. So this is the Earth, duh. Earth is the third planet away from the sun, and it is where we live. Earth is one of the only planets that can support life. It has atmosphere, good temperature, and breathable O2. It's pretty level. How did you get up here? He looks guilty. He's an alien, guys. We found an alien. This is what aliens look like, in case you didn't know what aliens look like. Aliens are actually invading Earth, guys. We need to run. Okay, let's head over to the moon and see if there's a sign up here. Obviously, we know what the moon is. It's a huge rock with a bunch of holes in it. Earth's moon. Is that it? This is okay. This is Earth's moon, guys. If you guys didn't know, that's Earth's moon. Let's move on to the next planet, which is, guess in the comments down below. If you guys can correctly name all the planets in order, so I know you watched the whole video, or if you're just smart, if you can correctly name all of the planets in order in the comments, I'll give your comment a heart. I promise. Let's go on to the next planet, which is Mars. It's in our sights. We're slowly flying to it. I'm going as fast as I can. Even though this isn't a 1-to-1 scale of space, it's still pretty far apart, the planets. Okay, here we go. At Mars, this says warp to Jupiter. I don't want to do that right now. This says SpaceX. Okay, so the SpaceX rocket actually took off a few months ago, and it landed on Mars. So a very good sign. And this probably also means that SpaceX is going to fly to Mars one day. They'll warp to Jupiter, they'll want to do that, and this is Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the sun, and like Earth, it has an atmosphere and water and signs promising that we may be able to live there. However, not everything is good there, as Mars is missing a magnetic field that deflects solar radiation. However, with special suits, it is possible to live on Mars, and humans living here may not be so far off possibility. Honestly, I'm not going to be alive to witness living on Mars, so I don't have to worry about it. And mostly likely, everyone watching this video, you don't have to worry about living on Mars, so let's move on to Jupiter. Here we go. And we are on Jupiter, the biggest planet in the solar system. Here's a fun fact about Jupiter before I even do anything. It has a red dot, or somewhere, the red dot. If you guys don't know what the red dot is, look it up. It's basically a huge storm on Jupiter that it's 3 times the size of Earth. So you could fit Earth 3 times inside of that storm. That's how big Jupiter is. You could probably fit Earth at least 100 times, probably more, I don't know. But they don't have the red dot on this Jupiter, but it's fine. It's the most important part of Jupiter. That's the only way I remember it, because it's the biggest. So Jupiter, away from the planet, you can see a few of Jupiter's many moons. We have one moon there, one moon there, one moon there. Moons everywhere, actually. Do you see how many down here? No. These are only a few of them. Jupiter has way more moons than that, trust me. Jupiter is the largest planet and is bigger than all the other planets combined. So we could combine every planet in the solar system and fit it inside Jupiter. That's how big it is. It is also the first gas giant and is mostly hydrogen and helium with a solid core. It also has the most moons, with more than 75 recorded moons, and while the Jupiter itself can't support life, some of its moons can, like Europa, which has oceans below its crust, or Ganymede, which is larger than Earth, has a magnetic field and is very thin layer of air along with water, makes Ganymede a good choice if Earth fails. So we could be living on moons in the future, guys. We could be living on moons. Okay, so this says warp to Mars, don't want to go back, I want to go to Saturn. Let's go to Saturn. Actually, let's check out these moons really quick. Just want to see if he has any signs on the moons, but a few moments later. So I'm not going to check them out. Let's go on to Saturn. Okay, we are at Saturn in our space travel journey. So this says Saturn, and these are the warp, whatever, I don't care about those. Okay, this is destroyed in front of the sign, so I can actually read the bottom ones. Saturn is the 6th planet from the sun, and like Jupiter, is made up of hydrogen and helium, but Saturn is most notably noticed by its ring, which consists of space debris ranging from small rocks to pieces of ice, and while it will not support life, it has many moons, like Titan, which is the largest and has Earth-like water cycles, or like whatever that is, which is most likely candidate because of its water and ocean, hydrothermal vents, and it has all the elements necessary for life. However, its temperature is negative 330 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you guys think the Antarctica's cold, go here. Just wait. You're gonna have to bring 10 million coats. Have fun. Because it mostly reflects sunlight. So basically, the sunlight barely reaches that thing. So now we're gonna warp to Uranus. Uranus. Okay. Jokes aside. Haha. Uranus is the 7th planet from the sun, and it is very cold and icy, consisting of water, ammonia, and methane. It can get down to around negative 370 degrees Fahrenheit, and unlike any other sun-orbiting planet, it orbits on its side. So if you guys didn't know, it's actually a planet on its side because its rings go up and around the bottom of the planet instead of going around the sides. So that's basically why they think it's sideways. I don't know how that works. I don't know if it feels different or what, but we're just gonna move on. So the last planet in the solar system. This is probably day number 98. We're in space because space-time it goes by way faster than Earth time. I don't know how that works, but it works that way, I guess. Okay, so we're on Neptune, the last planet. Neptune is the farthest planet from the sun and has supersonic winds, and unlike Uranus, it is frozen water, methane, and ammonia, all above a rocky core, and it is not the coldest planet, as it averages is negative 352 degrees Fahrenheit. It also has 14 known moons, and because of Pluto's weird orbit, it can be closer to us than Neptune. This is Neptune, the last planet of the sun. Wait, what? We're going to the future? I mean, who wouldn't want to go to the future? Let's go. Okay, guys, so this is apparently the future, a huge glass platform with these stuff. Yes, let's go around these things, and this says Proxima Centauri, so the star. Alpha Centauri B is also a star, and Alpha Centauri A is also a star, so I don't know why they have stars on here, but we're gonna read this signs right now. Okay, a future for humanity. Okay, in 5 billion years, the sun will burn out and life on Earth will no longer become habitable, and even worse, before then, a black hole could drift into the solar system, destroying it all. And when that happens, we have located a backup planet, a place to go. Its name is Proxima Centauri B, which is an exoplanet. What? It's an exoplanet. So where's Proxima Centauri B? Okay, so apparently this is a planet, not a star, but okay then. It's an exoplanet around the Alpha Centauri system, which is a cluster of 3 stars and a few exoplanets, some of which are habitable, primarily Proxima Centauri B, which has a few issues but can be fixed. These issues are that there is no protection from solar radiation and solar flares can multiply the surface temp. However, if we set up a base on the dark side of the planet and use mirrors to reflect the perfect amount of radiation at us, it could work and let us make a base and regroup. I don't know why we're making a base, but I guess we should have a 1,000,000-mile long base up there. Before we explore the rest of the Alpha Centauri system for the other habitable planets, I hope you enjoyed playing. I love join playing. That was 100 days in space, traveling the solar system. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my crazy uploads, because we're going to be exploring a bunch more stuff. We're going to be doing challenge videos, mansion videos, other crazy videos, just any videos in general, basically. Card showing up right now for a new video. Make sure you click on that card or on the end screen, click the video. Bye.